Hello, citizens of Gotham. My name is Graham Elwood, and you are watching The Political Vigilante. You came here because you want to make Gotham great again. What does that mean? Does that mean I'm some Batman fan, Trumper? No. It's mocking the "Make America Great Again" statement, but also I grew up watching Batman. I love Batman. Grew up reading the Batman comic book, the Dark Knight graphic novels in the 80s. I loved The Killing Joke, and I love the Christopher Nolan Batman. So when I say make Gotham great again, what that means is Gotham is a fictional city, but it's a really corrupt city, right? There's in the DC universe, there's Metropolis, which is where Superman lives, just a little more glitzy, a little more shiny. And then there's Gotham, which is really corrupt. I think personally, in my opinion, Gotham was modeled after Chicago. Metropolis was modeled after New York. I know the cities of New York and Chicago exist in the DC universe. Let's not have a nerd conversation in the comment section. But when I say make Gotham great again, I'm talking about let's just get rid of all the corruption, all the nonsense, all the lies, right? I don't like Trump. I don't like Biden. I think both parties are utterly corrupt. And you're seeing the corruption as you watch the show. If you're new to this show, you've been watching here for a while, you're seeing that we're just really unraveling all of the corruption that's around the world. And it starts with stuff like, remember when Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize just for becoming president? And then after he was sworn in, he literally dropped more bombs than Bush. He took us from 2 wars to 7. I used to think like, oh man, I'd love to win a Nobel Peace Prize. I'd like to invent something that really helped the world, like save the world. You know what I mean? Like you cure cancer, or you come up with some sustainable energy that gets the whole world off of fossil fuels and reverses climate change, and the planet doesn't go extinct, right? Or the human race doesn't go extinct. Now they're just like, I mean, who bought out the Nobel Prize? Did Boeing do it? Because guess who the 2 new nominees are? Netanyahu and the UAE leader nominated for Nobel Peace Prize. This is submitted by Eric Husseau. Great way to support the show is do what Eric's done. Go to patreon.com/Graham Elwood, where you can submit stories like this. You get bonus content for as little as $5 or $2 a month. So wait, Netanyahu and the UAE. Wow. I mean, who is... Who's over there? Who's over there at the Nobel? Who's gone over there? Nobel? Raytheon, Northrop Grumman. Who do they got over there? Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office said Tuesday that he and Abu Dhabi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Zayed have been nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. They're starting to work peace together, and you might say, "Well, Graham, that's a good thing." Okay, sure. Israel and one of the Arab countries figuring out peace. That's good, and that should be, that should be encouraged. But in the Nobel Peace, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. got the Nobel Peace Prize. He never dropped a bomb on anybody. That's the kind of people that get it. Like, I think, didn't Jonas Salk get it for finding the vaccine to cure polio? I don't know if he did or not, but I know Dr. King did. Dr. King was about peaceful, nonviolent resistance. Dr. King talked about democratic socialism and ending wars. And now Netanyahu gets one? Pursuant to the rules of the Nobel Prize Committee, since Lord Trimble, he's on the committee, he was in Northern Ireland. He got the Nobel Prize for negotiating peace between Northern Ireland, and all the troubles in Ireland in the 70s. Okay, that's valid. There was a pre-existing thing, and he helped negotiate peace. But I don't think Trimble was like negotiating peace. Imagine if he was like negotiating peace between the IRA and the British government, but he was bombing France or he was bombing Scotland or something like that, because that's what the equivalent of this is. His decision to submit Prime Minister Netanyahu's candidacy will lead to the committee. So it's not a done deal, but like, this is why I have such a problem with this. Okay, great. Netanyahu's trying to broker peace with the UAE. Great. What's he doing? Oh, he's still bombing. He continues to bomb the Gaza Strip. And I'm sorry. This traditionally is like, oh, you're anti-Semitic. No, I'm not. being critical of a right-wing Netanyahu Israeli government is not anti-Semitic at all. I don't like when I'm against America bombing all these countries. Does that mean I hate America? No, I hate the American empire. Oh, Graham, you just want Israel to get wiped out? Never said that. Never said that. They don't have the right to just do this. And there's Israelis who are against this. There's ex-Israeli soldiers who have said this ain't right. The way we're indoctrinated to just hate the Palestinians and treat them as second-class citizens. Israeli soldiers are saying this. So if they're saying this, what are you going to call them? You're going to call them anti-Semitic? What are you going to call them? Self-hating Jews? No, you're going to call them soldiers who got a conscience, because a lot of soldiers sign up for war for noble reasons. American soldiers, I'm going to go fight terrorism. And they went over and they said, wait a minute, I did awful things. Like people like Mike Preisner, who said he went over to Iraq as a patriot and came back anti-war because he saw the war machine. Because this is the other thing, the Nobel Committee. I mean, are you aware that since the UAE and Israel have been like talking peace, does it get factored in that then the bombings have continued? Yeah, you're reading that correctly. Let's read it together, kids. Palestinians have been bombed every day since UAE-Israel normalization. This is from August 21st of this year. Oh, these two get together. Great. Well, let's ramp up the bombing on Palestinians. How do you give that guy a Nobel Peace Prize? Who else gets one? Who else gets one? Yeah, this is awful. Are you just tone deaf? The Nobel Committee, are you just tone deaf? Or is this part of the like, what? I mean, we know AIPAC spends a lot of money mainly on Democratic candidates. AIPAC is to the Democratic Party what the NRA is to the Republicans. The Republican, no Republican will come talk about gun reform. They just know they'll lose all this NRA backing. And that's why no Democrat is going to talk about BDS. AIPAC will come down hard on you. This ain't right. You don't get a peace prize for this. Okay, good. You're trying to work with UAE, but then you don't, this is not peace. I don't know. Does the Nobel Prize understand, like dropping a bomb? I'm pretty sure it's not a peaceful act to bomb somebody. Who else? The officers that killed George Floyd, did they get a peace prize? Because that's the same argument, right? That's the same argument. But these cops have done good things. You know, they rescued someone from a fire. They stopped somebody from getting abused. They took a kid out of an abusive home. Okay, that doesn't mean he gets to put his knee on the neck of somebody. They don't get to shoot an unarmed black man in the back like what they did to Jacob Blake. But cops do good things. Okay, thanks for doing the good things. That's your job as a cop. You don't get the Nobel Peace Prize because you drop bombs. You know who else should get one then, in all fairness? Bane. Bane should get one from The Dark Knight Rises. You know, yeah, he blew up that football stadium, but his goal was to call out the corruption. He brought peace. Take control, Gotham. Take control of your city. This is the scene where I can't show you the footage because I'll get a copyright strike, but this is the scene where after he blows up the football stadium in Dark Knight Rises, he then has a nuclear bomb that he's like, I'm going to detonate unless you do about this. And he turns Gotham into just mayhem. Is that peaceful? Because we should start a Bane gets the Nobel Peace Prize. If Netanyahu's going to get one, Bane should get one. You don't get a Nobel Peace Prize for dropping bombs. Nobody gets a Nobel Peace Prize for dropping bombs. If Obama got into office and said no more drone strike, no more bombs, pulled us out of Iraq and Afghanistan like he said he was going to do, then he should have gotten one after it. And here we are going, see what Obama did, man? 12 years later, we're not spending all this money on the war on terror. Our infrastructure is amazing. We're reversing climate change. That's Obama. Yeah, he should get the Nobel Prize. He didn't do any of those things. He dropped more bombs. He got more spending for the military. Netanyahu has ruled the Palestinians with an iron fist. So you don't get the Nobel Peace Prize. And neither does Bane, a fictional Batman villain. You think the darkness is your ally? I was born in it, molded by it. Thanks for making Gotham great again, folks. Shave your knuckles for justice. Boom. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit the like button, the subscribe button. Go to patreon.com/Graham Elwood and rockfin.com/Graham Elwood, where you can support the show. Also, I have a Bitcoin wallet, a Bitcoin Cash wallet, and an Ethereum wallet in the show notes. We're taking cryptocurrency. I have a Coinbase affiliation link. We're going to be getting on some other exchanges. So that's how you support the show. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. YouTube is unsubscribing us at an alarming rate. I have a PayPal button at GrahamElwood.com. I even have a Venmo at Graham-Elwood. There's a lot of ways to support our show. We are getting crushed by YouTube. We've dipped under 73,000 subscribers because of YouTube. Thanks for supporting what we do.